Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my latest video, December 28th, trading the QQQ using the dollar index as my trend indicator or confluence. So, today it's a Wednesday. I didn't have the best entry today, and then when I flipped it and went the other way, the market went against me. So, basically, let me just give you a run through of the trades that happened today, where I entered, where I exited, and then what really happened today. So the first trade at 9:30, and if this is your first time watching this video with this platform, something is wrong with the date. The date is a day behind, and then the time is GMT time, but I'm on EST time, so you -5 from this so you know what time I entered. So you -5 from this brings you to 9:30. So exactly at market open, I entered for a sell position at 26313. 26313 on the 9 o'clock candle, and this is the QQQ, this is the dollar. So 26313 on the 9 o'clock candle, 26313. And I must say that today, ideally I could have had, all right, looking back, I mean, 20, what I say? Looking back, it's always 2020. So hindsight is always 2020. Looking back, I could have went with a smaller share strategy in an attempt to have the same risk reward, but a larger stop loss. So probably that's something I should have employed today. So 26313. Come on, 26313. Stop. 26313. So right there, this is where I entered to the sell side, and that was basically this candle here. So when I entered to the sell side, I saw this big wick here, right? So the wick is basically telling me that the sellers were able to push it down here, but buyers, that's a point where buyers are gonna push it up and take it from that side. And we also have, if I move this line that I use to separate the day, we also had buying pressure here, buying pressure here, buying pressure here, and you see buying pressure on the next candle. So essentially, I from that I was telling, okay, the dollar was going to be a little bit more bullish. With the dollar being more bullish, that's bearish for the QQQ. So I entered to that direction, right? But within 3 minutes, we had a push up. We had a push to the upside. Even if the market didn't continue that direction, it still came up and hit out my stop loss. And where I set my stop loss was like a little bit above a previous resistance. So it would have been here. But looking back, I should have probably tried to aim for a stop loss over yesterday's resistance. So that's something I have to focus on. Instead of using the pre-market's resistance, it might have been a safer bet to go for yesterday's resistance. So looking back, that's how I would have probably played this. But the same on the 9 o'clock candle. So let me make sure we're on the 9 o'clock candle. And I got hit out at what? 26458. 26458. So a little bit above here. So this is where I entered to the sell side. And then this is where the market hit me out at my stop loss for a loss of 30.50. And that was just basically this red push down. You have like a big move up on the QQQ, and that would have hit me out at my stop loss here. But as you know, we're fine tuning the strategy. So I'm not worried about the losses, I'm more worried on my system. So it had a bigger risk to reward than what I usually wanted to take. I mean, it was the same amount of shares, but based on where I wanted my stop loss to be, that's how I ended up taking such a big loss compared to the losses that I usually take, which would have been 16, 15, 11, 20. I tried to aim for like a $20 loss at most, but ended up taking this loss. I mean, I probably was a little bit too confident on the trade. I figured the direction was to the downside. I didn't get that downside move that the first wick hit me out within 3 minutes, as you can see. So that's what really happened there. While we're having this move to the downside, I believe during the day, let me see, when did I enter for the buy position? So this is at 9:49. So when the candle is kind of moving down, I decided, okay, I'm gonna go to the buy side on the QQQ. So you know that if the dollar is going down, the QQQ is gonna go up, right? So I decided to go to the buy side, but I decided to go with a small amount of shares and keep the risk tight in case the market decided to go against me, all right? So what did I do? I went to the sell side, same 9 o'clock candle. So let me show you 9 o'clock candle to the sell side, to the buy side actually at 26504. So that's when the market really started to go against me, 26504. Okay, so that's where I entered to the buy side, expecting the market to continue up. And as you can see, the next candle, which is the 10 o'clock candle, it started from here. This is the open, and we had a big green push. From that big green push, you can see it exactly played out on the QQQ. From that big green push, you have a big red candle on the QQQ, as you can see here. So my initial position was right, but the stop loss was just too tight and that got me hit out. So I still like it. I like the system. I like how it's playing along. It's kind of showing me more. I'll see how it plays out tomorrow. But let me show you where I got hit out. Because as you can see, you have a big green candle here. And with me going the opposite direction, this just immediately wiped me out, guys. Wiped me out. But let me show you. 26380. 26380. So I kept the risk rather small, as you can see, and I could only lose what? I lost $13 on the trade. So I'm still happy about that because I kept the risk tight, and even though I did something bad, which was chasing it, I still didn't assume a lot of risk, and I didn't trade anymore after that. So I lost 13.90 on the trade after. So this is where I entered to the buy side. So I can even change it to a green candle, a green line. So I entered to the buy side. This was my stop loss. So as the market came coming up here, market come back down, close right here, open right here, and began to push to the sell side. That's what hit me out for the $13 loss there. So it was a total loss of 15. But as you can see, it kinda is, not even kinda, it is reflecting, because as you can see, the 10 o'clock candle here on the dollar, and it's the same time frame. So an hour on the hour time frame on the QQQ, an hour time frame here, and you have that big green move on the dollar, you have a big red move on the QQQ. I mean, I'm not sure if they're lagging, but I know that you can kind of spot it more on the dollar, in my opinion. Like, you can spot the move, and then from there you can get a violet move on the QQQ and even a continuation move. So you could have had a continuation move, set your stop loss at here, and exit in profit. So that's how I probably would have played that. But that's basically what happened today. I'm hearing a lot of talks about Tesla. Tesla is at 113. So Tesla is going down, going down, going down. I'm not sure how long we're gonna stay going down for, but I mean, this is my time. I'm just gonna start loading up on this thing. By the time we're out of this, even if it takes 3 years, I'll have 1,000 shares of Tesla. I'll have 1,000 shares of Tesla. By the time this is done, I'll have 1,000 shares of Tesla. All right. So if Tesla gets to 1,000, just now have $1 million in my brokerage account just from Tesla. All right. So don't even worry about that. But that was the end of the video, basically. Working on the strategy, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow when I employ the strategy again, and we see how that plays out. Not going to up the risk, gonna fine tune it, look at how it's trading. If it takes me out early, fine, that's how it goes. If it doesn't take me out early, we're gonna run it up tomorrow. So that's basically it, and I'll see you tomorrow, December 29th. Bye bye.